Welcome back everyone to another video. We've been doing a lot of stuff in our previous videos, and now is the time that we're going to put all that together. This is where the magic happens. This is where some of that stuff that we've been talking about really kind of comes together, and we get this awesome little bit of product that we can use to bring all our data into our database or our CRM and start using that to start following up with people through automation. So after the break, let's get started.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So in other videos, we have created print material, flyer, door hanger, postcard. We did that in Command and Designs, and we also did that in Canva as well. We also included some QR codes directly on there. And so this way now we have that linked to a couple things depending on where we wanted them to go. We also created a digital landing page, and we could have used that QR code to send them to that digital landing page. So now what we're going to do is we are going to do the connection to Command that will allow our automation to start on its own. So we're going to go with the idea that you are using a digital open house sign-in sheet, and that is done through Command. And we're going to set up the connection so when someone signs in on that sign-in sheet, they automatically go into your database, and then automatically smart plans start your follow-up. So the first things first is we need to create that smart plan. Those are the things that we're going to be saying to the clients that come in. So most people come to me and say, Vince, I don't really know what to say or what to do. I don't know how often I should be doing things. Well, these people coming into the open house, they're motivated. They're there for a reason. So let's assume that we don't have to convince them very hard to want to see more houses or to learn about the process, because they're already there showing up. They've already showed interest. So something that I do is I use ChatGPT to help me write some stuff. So I've already gone over here to ChatGPT, and I've already entered in a prompt here. In this, I'm asking it to write 3 emails for me. These are for a follow-up plan for people who attended my open house. They're going to be on 3 different subjects. The first one being the do's and don'ts in dealing with their credit while looking to purchase a home. The second email is to talk about what things they will have to pay out of pocket during the home purchase process. And finally, what kind of loan programs that are currently being offered. Talk about down payment assistance and 2-1 buy down loans. At the end, I made this very specific. Please make these emails as human as casual. This allows ChatGPT to not use all its fluff that it is known for when it's writing stuff. So we're going to hit the button here, and we're going to see what this comes up with. So it's writing out the credit one. Thank you for attending our recent open house. As you embark on the journey to home, As you embark on the journey to home ownership, it's essential to manage your credit responsibly. Here are some key points to consider. Do's, blah, blah, blah. Don'ts, blah, blah, blah. By adhering to these guidelines, you can help ensure your credit remains in good standing throughout the home buying process. I'm going to add some of my own stuff into that. I do like what it's got here, but I want them to reach out to me. So I got to make sure I add that in. Remember, we want them to be engaged with us, and so we need to make sure we add that in. The second email here is out-of-pocket expenses in the home buying process. Hope this message finds you well. See, I'm already not digging this. I hope this message finds you well is one of those weird chat GPT things. So I'm actually going to copy this, and I'm going to start over. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to paste this in. I'm going to be very specific. Leave out the fluff you are known for when you are writing. Thanks. Let's try that again. Okay, this is a little bit better than before. Do's and don'ts are good. Adherence, okay. Email 2. Certified purchase. It's important to be prepared for following costs. This is good. So right now we've cut out a lot of the weird things that it likes to say. Understanding available loan programs and assistance options is essential in purchasing a home. Here's some current offerings. All right, so we've got our 3 emails. Well, we've got the template of our 3 emails. So we're going to go back over to command, and what we're going to do is we're going to come over to Smart Plans. We're going to click on Smart Plans, the 4th icon down. We're going to click Create, and we're going to call this New Open House follow-up. All right, so we're getting into our workflow here. I am not going to create a full smart plan. You're going to want to add in emails. You're going to want to add in calls. You're going to want to add in any other tasks. You're going to want to add in text messages as well. Please talk to your agents in your office that are doing open houses very well, their follow-up very well, and ask them what are they doing and what do they find that's working. So we're going to start off here. It's going to start off with an email. And in this email, we're going to do this email. I'm going to thank them for coming. Come in here. I'm going to use an add merge tag. Contact first. Actually, I'm going to do this first. Hi there. Let's go with hello. And we're going to use merge tag. We're going to go pull in their first name. I'm going to do that. I wanted to personally thank you for coming to my open house. I hope you got a lot of good information while you were there. I'm going to be following up with you to see what your next steps. Following up with you to help you take your next steps in home buying process. So there we go. We got that in there. I'm gonna throw my information in here. Actually want to add a little bit more. Hope to hear from you soon. Oops. Sorry. And I'm going to throw in my all right, so we got some information in there. We've got our first little email there. We're going to click add step. I am also going to add another step here, and I'm going to do a text message. I'm going to be thanking them once again and letting them know they've got an email coming. Hi, first name. I wanted to thank you for coming out to open house. Please look out for an email that sending an email out to you soon. Hope you enjoyed the open house. And final. We're gonna go DRE number, and we're gonna do Keller Williams Realty. Perfect. So we got that in there. We're gonna click Add Step. So we've got our first step. So now we're gonna go to. Let's see, we're going to call this, so that's day 1. We're going to wait 2 days, so on day 3. So if you do this open house on a Saturday, day 1 is going to be Saturday, day 2 is going to be Sunday, and day 3 is going to be on Monday. So we're going to send them an email. We're going to come back over to ChatGPT. We've got our first email right here. We're going to copy. And we're going to come back over here. We're going to drop this here. We're going to do paste. And we've got our email right here. I'm going to come in and I'm just going to fix the formatting because I'm OCD like that. I did not. Okay. Go through. Come over here. Do this, that. So now I'm going to add in a little bit more here. I would love to set up a time to talk more in depth with you about this. I have several trusted lenders that I work with. Quite frequently. I would love to be able to introduce you to any of them if you need a lender. Let's go back and fix this. That and love to be able to introduce you to any of them if you need a lender. Best regards. Come over here and I'm going to use these merge tags just because I didn't use them earlier. Do that. I'm going to do E number 1 versus 5. I'm going to do Keller Williams Realty and 916. All right, so we've got my information there. Got that in there. Perfect. We need the subject line still. So let's go back over to ChatGPT. Let's manage your credit during the home buying process. I think this is actually a pretty decent title. We're going to copy that, come back over here to our smart plan, paste that in the title. Please remember you do have 75 characters for your subject line. If you find that ChatGPT spits out way more than that, just go back and put in there as part of the prompt Subject line can only be 75 characters. I wouldn't really write a huge, we can see right here, I almost hit my limit on about, 400 short or so characters. We don't want to write a super, super long email. We're trying to get them engaged. We're not trying to bore the crap out of them. Keep your long journal stuff for your buyer presentation. This is not the time for that stuff. You're going to bore people real quick and they're going to unsubscribe and out the door they go. So we're going to click add step. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep this hot and heavy. We're going to go 2 days later. So day 4 is an off day. Day 5. We'll go one more day. So day 1, we're sending an email and a text message. Day 3, we sent our credit email. Day 6, we're going to send another email here. We're going to go back to ChatGPT. We've got our email 2 right here. Out-of-pocket expenses in home purchase process. Go back over to command. Drop that subject line in there. Back over to ChatGPT. Actually, no, that's the wrong one. I'm going to grab that one instead. Come back over to command. We're going to delete that out, paste that one in. All right, now we're going to come back over and we're going to grab our email back over here. Now, I'm not making this special or fancy. You do have the ability to underline stuff, italicize, bold some things, change the font size. You can even change the word colors if you want to and change the justification. That is all up to you. You can make it as fancy as you want. But I personally don't think it matters too much. Maybe you do want to emphasize certain points and stuff like that, and that is absolutely okay. Just don't go crazy with it. The prettiness doesn't matter here. They're not going to care how pretty the email is. They're going to care about what value you're giving them, what information you're giving them. Remember, we're trying to solve their pain point. I'm going to come back up here. We're going to fix this. Going to add in the merge tag. We're going to do first name. I don't ever like that. I always put another space there. Falling costs. There's money. No idea why Travis Credit Union is there. Is that in here? Oh, it did the site. Wow. Okay. Interesting. We'll need to go in and delete that because we don't need that there. I'll have to check that other email. That looks about right. Another site. We don't want that in there. Appraisal fees, closing costs, and another site here. All right. So we're going to add more personal stuff in here. We're again trying to get them to engage with us. So we're going to come up with some words to put here. Let's see. I can help make sure you pay as little as possible. No, we're not going to do that. We can write a contract. No, I don't like that. We can work together on finding the best possible outcome with a contract that benefits you in your current situation, in your current gift. Let's get together and talk about this so we can plan the next steps in the process, in the home purchase process. Let's go back and, benefits process. There. URI number 5 Keller Williams Realty and 910. All right, so we've got that one. I'm going to click add step here. I'm actually going to go back to this email and look at this real quick. Okay, so there was no sites in this one, but for some reason it showed up in our second one. I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to edit this because my OCD is freaking out about that little spot there. Okay, save changes. I need to go back down there too. I don't like that. You don't have to be as OCD as me. You can just do this and not worry about it too much. I'm just being super OCD about it. I need to go in there and fix that one too. Right there. Alright, so we got that. We've got our one here. We're going to add another day. We're going to do another 2 days here. We're going to make this 3 again. Let's just keep it the same. We're going to add another email in here. Going to go back to ChatGPT. We're going to grab our next subject line, down payment, loan programs and down payment assistance. Come over here. We're going to paste that in there. And we're going to grab this one more time. Back to the smart plan. Come back in here. And let's go and start editing this out. Here, merge tag, create contact first name. So I'm going to come over here and fix that on programs, FHA, VA loans, buy downloads, down payment assistance. I am space that out. Right there, okay. Okay, we're gonna do that. Together, we can figure out what the best program is for you. In a previous email, I told you I work with several great lenders who have really great programs that you can possibly utilize. Let's get you talking to one of them and see how we both can help you with your home purchase. Best regards, and come here. We're going to do our stuff again. So as you can see, there is a little bit of setup to this, and it could take some time. But knowing what you're putting out there is important. You could go to the library, the Smart Plan library, and just download something and call it a day. But that's not something you really want to do. You want to give some value. You want to sound like an expert. If you don't know what you're sending people and they call you out on it, not going to look too good. So we've got our email here, our third email. Going to take a look at this real quick. We're going to go back and edit this because that's a big chunky text down there. So I'll do this. Save changes. There we go. I'm going to do it one more time. Okay. So we got our emails, we got all our information. Okay, so we're going to click on Save Plan. Like I said, there is more here. You should be adding stuff in here, making a phone call, sending text message. We're not going to add this all in here. I am not building out a full smart plan for you right now. I'm showing you some of the basics, some of the things that you should be doing. Pretty much in every email and text that you send, you need to add in your DRE number and your and identify your brokerage. In this case, for me, it's Keller Williams Realty. This is a California law. So if you're outside of California and are watching this, please talk to your managing broker and find out what your rules are with that stuff. I don't know all 50 states, but I do know California. So we've got our plan saved. I'm just going to click it one more time just to make sure our plan is saved. We can click our X. So the next thing we're going to do now is, now that we have our plan, what we're going to be sending out, now we need to connect that to those contacts that eventually will be coming in. So what we're going to go to is next, we're going to go to the settings. So we're going to click on our name. We're going to click on settings over here. And we're going to click on command settings. The next thing we're going to do is click on contacts. And we're going to come to lead management. So have some leads in here, managements in here. I'm going to delete this one. We're going to start off fresh. So we're going to create a rule. We're going to call this something so we know what it is, what it does. This is going to be open house follow-up. No, the clients, the leads will not see this, so you don't have to worry about that. We're going to choose which lead source. So since we know this is coming from an open house, we're going to click on the open house site. And just because, we're going to click that one as well. We know this because this is where we're going to be coming from with our open house sign-in sheet, our digital one, through the agent site. So it's going to be, lead source is going to be one of these two. So we're going to auto tag this as well. So in other words, we want to have a tag that is automatically added to this contact. I'm going to do open house, and we're going to assign to smart plans. So we just created this one. It's our newest one. We've got that selected now. So what's going to happen? They're going to sign in on that open house sheet. As soon as they do that, command is going to look for the lead source for that contact. It's going to look to see if it's this open house site or this open house site lead source, either one. What it's going to do next is automatically tag that contact with open house and start our new open house follow-up smart plan. So I've been asked, how many tags should I put in here? Well, you've got to think about this. This isn't going to be for one specific open house. This is going to work for any open house you do in the future. So really, open house probably is the best tag to use at this point. We can't tag for specific properties as of yet in this particular circumstance. But what you should do at the end of the day, at the end of your open house, is go through, grab all those contacts and add a new tag. And I'll show you how to do that here in a second. So we're going to click create rule, and we have our new rule right here. So we are going to go to our website, our agent site, and we are going to pick a property, and we're going to pretend we are doing an open house. Let's see. Let's do Roseville. So we're just going to pick something. Remember your rules and regulations for how and whose open houses you can do. In California, we can only do open houses from our particular brokerage. Pay no attention. I am just going to click on a property, and we're just going to pretend with this. So here's our open house. We're going to come up here to the top and click in the URL bar, and we're going to do /open house. We're going to click enter. We're going to give it a few seconds here. And this should populate an open house sign-in sheet. Now for me, if I'm doing this, I'm going to have this pulled up on my tablet with a keyboard. I'm going to post up at the front door, and I'm going to have everyone sign in. And this is where they can see stuff. So they can see all the public MLS information, all the pictures from the MLS. They can see the information about the property here. This is where we're going to enter in information. So let's see. And we do have to put a phone number in here. It is a requirement. So we're just going to grab some random phone number that with the 555, we know that this isn't a legit number. There is no area code with that. Hold on, let me fix this. All right. We got to click our check mark boxes here. We're going to click some enter a valid phone number. It didn't like that. Okay. Really don't want to do this, but hopefully it doesn't send this text message. Hopefully it's not a valid number. We'll see. So the next screen is they get my bio over here. They can scan this QR code. It will give them a digital flyer, essentially the property page on their phone if they want to have that. So it's another way for you to cut down on the amount of stuff you're bringing with you to an open house if you want to use that. And they are pretty much done. Now, what we didn't see in the background was my phone just vibrated. I'm not going to show you that, but what we're going to do is we're going to come back to command. And there should be, there we go, an agent site notification, a new open house contact form received from Boba Fett. We're going to click on view contact. So Boba Fett signed into our open house sign-in. We can see that the lead source has the open house site. We can see a phone number here. We can see an email here. And we can see over here on the right-hand side that this is the open house they came to. Property inquiry, open house. Here's the address. We can see the source. The source has changed to open house. I'm going to pull them off this smart plan because I don't want that text message going tomorrow morning. So that being said, if you do this in the evening like this and you activate someone on a smart plan and there are text messages, if it's past the time for text messages to go, it'll wait to the earliest time in the morning, which is 8 o'clock in the morning, to send that text message. So that's why I canceled that off of there in case this is actually a legit phone number. So here we go. We've set everything up. We've started sending some stuff out, and now we've started the magic here. So this is the important piece of this. If you ever need help with setting this up, please let me know. This is what I'm here for. This is like my jam. This is what I love to do. Hope you found some value out of this, and we'll see you in the next video.